Most people believe that earning more money will make them rich. They work longer hours, chase promotions, and constantly try to increase their income, yet still feel stressed and stuck. The real issue isn't income itself, but what happens to money after it's earned. The true divide between wealth and poverty is understanding assets versus liabilities. One quietly builds freedom over time, while the other slowly drains it and keeps people trapped in a cycle that feels impossible to escape. High income creates a powerful illusion of security. Many people assume a bigger paycheck automatically leads to wealth, but higher income often brings higher expenses. Lifestyle upgrades absorb every raise, leaving nothing to invest. Without assets, income becomes a treadmill where you must keep running just to stay in place. Wealth is not about how much you earn, but about what your money does when you are no longer working and trading your limited time for survival daily. Most people don't stay poor because they are lazy or unintelligent. They stay poor because they were never taught how money actually works. Schools teach earning, not ownership. Jobs reward performance, not asset building. As a result, people focus on consumption instead of accumulation. Without understanding assets and liabilities, people repeatedly make financial decisions that quietly keep them financially stuck for decades of their working lives and limit their options. An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket on a consistent basis. This includes rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, businesses, royalties, and digital products. Assets generate cash flow, increase in value, or do both. They continue working even when you are not present. Wealthy individuals prioritize acquiring assets because assets create leverage, stability, and long-term financial independence instead of constant financial pressure and stress over money. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket on a regular basis. It may feel valuable or impressive, but if it requires ongoing payments, maintenance, or interest, it reduces your financial strength. Expensive cars, luxury upgrades, and lifestyle inflation often fall into this category. Liabilities demand attention and income to survive. Instead of building freedom, they increase dependency on your job and make it harder to escape financial pressure over time. If you're interested in money, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you. Modern society encourages spending as a sign of success. Advertising promotes upgrades, social media glorifies luxury, and comparison fuels unnecessary purchases. Many people buy to impress others rather than to improve their financial position. This consumption mindset shifts focus away from ownership and toward appearance. When lifestyle becomes the priority, assets are delayed. Over time, this habit compounds into financial fragility instead of long-term stability and independence. The middle class often experiences the strongest financial pressure. They earn enough to qualify for loans, but not enough to easily eliminate them. Bigger homes, financed vehicles, and recurring subscriptions absorb most income. Raises increase expenses rather than investments. Because everything appears stable on the surface, urgency is low. Yet beneath that stability lies dependency on continued employment, which limits risk-taking and slows meaningful wealth creation. Wealthy individuals evaluate purchases differently. Before spending, they ask whether something will generate income or simply consume it. They understand opportunity cost, recognizing that every dollar spent on a liability is a dollar not invested into an asset. This disciplined approach does not eliminate enjoyment, but it prioritizes ownership first. By consistently directing capital toward income-producing resources, they strengthen financial security and expand future choices. The wealthy don't avoid enjoyment, they manage it differently. Instead of spending their income on liabilities, they let assets pay for them. Rental income can cover a car payment, dividends can fund vacations, and businesses can cover lifestyle costs. This strategy separates spending from earning, ensuring that liabilities don't erode wealth. By letting money from productive assets fund desired purchases, the rich maintain their financial growth while still enjoying life. Debt can either amplify wealth or magnify financial stress. Ordinary people often use loans for liabilities, paying high interest on cars, vacations, or gadgets. The wealthy may use debt strategically to acquire assets that generate cash flow, such as property or business expansions. The key is knowing the difference. Misused debt increases risk and drains resources, while well-structured debt accelerates growth, turning borrowed money into a tool instead of a burden. Time is limited. Ownership can scale. Ordinary workers trade hours directly for dollars, creating a ceiling on earnings. Asset owners leverage systems, investments, and businesses that generate money without constant labor. This allows wealth to grow exponentially for owners while workers remain constrained by schedules. Understanding the power of ownership over time is key. Wealth isn't built by trading hours, but by creating structures that generate income independently of personal effort. You don't need to be wealthy to start building assets. Small investments, digital products, side businesses, or valuable skills can generate cash. Consistent effort compounds over time. One asset leads to another, gradually forming a system that works automatically. Start early, focus on income-generating resources over spending, and stay patient. Even small beginnings can grow into real financial freedom with strategic planning. Building wealth through assets requires patience. Unlike liabilities, which give instant gratification, assets reward over time. Ordinary people often quit when progress seems slow, trading long-term gains for short-term comfort. The rich understand that consistent, disciplined action compounds results. Dividends, rental income, and business profits grow steadily. Patience transforms small, consistent steps into real financial freedom, showing that time is a powerful ally in wealth creation. Wealthy individuals rarely consume all returns from their assets. Instead, they reinvest profits into more income-producing resources. Dividend payments, rental profits, or business earnings are used to acquire additional assets, amplifying growth over time. Ordinary people often spend what they earn immediately, missing the compounding effect. Reinvesting lets each dollar generate more income, creating a feedback loop that multiplies wealth and accelerates progress toward financial independence. Relying on a single asset or income stream is risky. The wealthy diversify across real estate, stocks, businesses, digital products, and royalties. Diversification spreads risk and ensures steady cash flow even if one investment underperforms. Ordinary people often depend on a single paycheck or one investment, leaving them vulnerable to setbacks. A well-diversified portfolio balances safety and growth, providing financial stability while allowing compounding income to continue unimpeded. The core difference between wealth and financial struggle is mindset. Owners focus on building assets. Consumers focus on immediate spending. This shift changes behavior automatically. Owners invest before consuming, prioritize long-term growth, and make choices that amplify wealth. Consumers prioritize appearances, short-term comfort, and liabilities. Adopting an ownership mindset ensures consistent asset accumulation, smarter decisions, and a path toward freedom rather than endless stress. Every year without assets is a year of lost growth. People focus on consuming today, believing they can invest later, but the compounding power of assets rewards early action. Waiting feels safe but delays financial freedom. Ordinary individuals underestimate how quickly time magnifies wealth or losses. Each moment spent prioritizing liabilities over assets is a missed opportunity. Recognizing this cost motivates proactive investment and disciplined accumulation of income-producing resources. Even when income grows, spending often grows faster. Lifestyle inflation quietly consumes raises and bonuses, keeping individuals trapped. The wealthy resist this trap. They maintain a controlled lifestyle while directing increases toward assets that generate income. By focusing on growth over looks, they prevent spending from eroding wealth. Controlling lifestyle and separating wants from investments ensures earnings translate into long-term financial freedom rather than temporary satisfaction. Schools and traditional education focus on earn not ownership. Jobs reward effort, but rarely teach financial strategy. Most people graduate without understanding how assets and liabilities shape their future. Without guidance, individuals repeat cycles of earning and spending without building wealth. Recognizing education gaps allows proactive learners to seek knowledge independently, prioritize assets, and create financial systems that operate efficiently, bypassing conventional limits. Assets build wealth. Liabilities destroy it. The wealthy understand this difference and act consistently. Anyone can change their financial trajectory by prioritizing ownership over consumption. Strategic investment, patience, and disciplined decisions turn income into freedom. Financial success is not about working harder, it's about spending smarter, investing in assets, and letting money work for you. Understanding this distinction is the first step toward long-term wealth and independence. If this video opened your eyes, start taking action today. Track what you own versus what owns you. Focus on acquiring assets, reinvest profits, and build systems that generate income automatically. Subscribe and turn on notifications to learn more strategies. Small steps compound over time, turning knowledge into real wealth and financial freedom.